students, in this video we want to discuss line integral. So we want to start with the example 1 that says find the value of the line integral running over C of f of r dr when f of r, that is the given function, is equal to minus yi plus xyj, and C is the circular path or the circular arc as shown below from point A to B. So this is the diagram. It's showing what circular arc you can see, and obviously here this is the first quadrant. It's just one of the quadrants, and that means the angle here is 90 degrees. So the arc covers an angle of 90 degrees. So let's look at how this problem could be solved. Let us solve this problem. Let us solve the problem. Let's solve this problem. Don't let us forget the representation of r. R of t. How do we represent r of t? Okay. Now, solution. Let's pair this into 2 so that it will be easier. Now, since C is a circular arc, it's a circular arc or path, our representation of r with respect to t will be cos ti plus sine tj. So our t is between 0 is let's declare that t is equals to pi all over 2 because it's an arc, and the arc covers 90 degrees. So this is pi over 2 is 90 degrees. So since r is continuous, then we mean it is a continuous function. So r prime of t, that is, we differentiate this, it gives us minus sine ti plus cos tj. Okay, so we recall that. Note, our x is equals to what? Cos ti, and our y is equal to sine tj. Okay, you can see from there, from that representation, because this our representation is usually r of t is equal to x of ti plus y of tj. So obviously, so now our f of r of t now will be f of r of t will now be equal to, now from the question, what is our f of r? Our f of r from the question is minus yi plus xyj. So f of r of t now, don't forget minus y. Our y is what? So that's f of r of t will now be equal to, because our y is, that will be minus sine ti plus, now x is cos ti, and the y is both of them, x is equal to cos ti and y is equal to sine tj. So invariably, from what we are given, if we ignore the I and j, let's put it that way, basically the general representation is x equals to cos t and y is equals to sine t. So if we ignore that now, so that means using this function minus y, that's minus sine ti plus x now cos t, yj, that is sine tj. Generally, x is cos t, from here, if we compare it with this, so we can't be writing I twice. So since x of t is cos t, that's what we write here, and y of t is sine t. So it will be mistaken to write to repeat I again, because basically this is general representation. So, but with respect to the coordinates I and j, that's why we have this here. Okay, so now, with this now, we have gotten the equivalent of f of r of t. So that implies now that the integral running over the curve f of r of t, multiplied by the r of t. Okay, so we're going to slot in that and have what? The integral running over f of r of t is what? Minus sine ti plus cos t sine tj, then dot the r of t, when we differentiate r of t, this minus sine ti plus cos tj. Okay, and the interval, the limit is 0 to pi all over 2 from here. Okay, so now let's multiply how? Coordinate wise. Our multiplication will be what? Coordinate wise, point-wise multiplication, because it's dot product. Okay, it's a dot product. It's a dot product. So when we multiply out, we're going to have what? The integral from 0 to pi over 2 minus sine ti times minus, that is what? Sine square t, because I times I will be 1. Remember from our dot product of dot product multiplication of coordinates, this is 1, I times I dot I is 1, j dot j is 1, and k dot k is 1. Otherwise it will be 0. If I say I dot j, that will be 0. J dot k, that will be 0. So you are multiplying coordinate wise. Okay, then plus cos t sine t multiplied by plus cos t, that will be plus sine t, cos square t, plus sine t, I think cos square t, everything dt, everything dt with that. Okay, so now we can break this, you can break this using the principle of the property of line integral. So we can break this as what? To ease our work. So we can break it as integral running from 0 to pi over 2 sine square t dt plus the integral running from 0 to pi all over 2 sine t cos square t dt. So here we can say that our A is this. Our A is the first one, integral running from 0 to pi over 2 of sine square t dt, then plus the next one, integral running, which is our B. So let our B be this. So let our B, and B will be equal to what? Integral running from 0 to pi over 2 of sine t cos square t dt. So we separately solve them and later combine them together. Okay, so what next now? Let's integrate the first one. Now we recall from our trigonometry, recall that cos 2t is equal to cos square t minus sine square t. I hope you can still remember that. Okay, and also sine square t plus cos square t is equal to 1. So here we can have cos square t is equal to 1 minus sine square t. So putting this into this now, we have cos 2t will be equal to, since cos square t is now this, so we have 1 minus sine square t, then minus sine square t. So that will be equal to 1 minus 2 sine square t. So that is cos 2t will be 1 minus 2 sine square t. So our target here is to, to replace this sine square t, which is there. So you can bring it here and say 2 sine square t is equal to 1 minus cos 2t. So which implies sine square t will be what? 1 minus cos 2t all over 2. So now we can now replace this value, this integrand, by that. Okay, let's replace that integrand sine square 2t, sine square t by 1 minus cos 2t all over. So our A now will become, our A, which is now what? Therefore, 0 to pi over 2 over sine square 2t dt will now be equal to what? The integral running from 0 to pi all over 2, 1 minus cos 2t all over 2, which is the same thing as, you can split it as this, the integral running from 0 to pi over 2 half, don't forget dt, dt minus 1 over 2 integral running from cos 0 to 1 pi over 2, 0 pi over 2 of cos 2t dt. I've split this. 1 minus cos 2t over 2 is 1 over 2 minus half into cos 2t over 2. Okay? I hope you are following. Beautiful. So, now you can now integrate by saying that this will be half integral over, this will be half t, 0 to 1 pi over 2, minus half dot. When you integrate cos 2t, we divide it by the number here. If it is 3, it will be 1 over 3 here. Then sine 2t. Now also what? Pi over 2, 0. So this one will now give us. I hope you are following. So that means from what we have here, I hope there's no mix up here. There's no mix up here. Okay, beautiful. There's no mix up. Beautiful. So now putting it there, you have what? You have half. You now have half of t. That would be what? Half. So when t is pi over 2, you have pi all over 2. You are multiplying by it as minus. When t is 0, half of 0. Then minus, this is 1 over 4. 1 over 4 sine 2. Your t is pi over 2 there. Minus. You could decide to do it like this. So that you won't have any issue. 1 over 4 again, sine your t, there is 2 of 0. Okay? Yes. So I hope you are getting that. Beautiful. So that would now be what? Pi all over 4 minus 0. Then minus, bracket 1 over 4. Multiplying this by d, that's you have sine pi. Sine pi is in the second quadrant. Sorry, sine is supposed to be in the second quadrant. Beautiful. And but unfortunately, okay, pi is 180. Yes, sine pi is in second quadrant, and sine 180 is 0. So everything here will be 0. Everything here is 0. Minus 1 over 4. Beautiful. Sine 0. So that will be what? Pi over 4 minus 0, then minus 0. Everything there. So the answer will be what? Pi over 4. So we have gotten a to be pi all over 4. Now that we have gotten a to be pi all over 4, let's now find b. Recall, our b is equal to the integral running from 0 to pi over 2 of cos square t sine t dt. I think that is our b. Yes, that is our b. So in this case now, we are combining two functions together. We want to integrate two functions, cos square t and sine t dt. So let's use integration by substitution method. So let's u be equals to cos t. So du dt will be equals to minus sine t. Now to replace this, this dt, we can have what? That means from here now, dt will be equals to minus du all over sine t. That is, if you make dt solve a formula here, you get this, which invariably now means b will now be equals to integral running from 0 to pi all over 2 of, now cos, our cos is u, so cos t is u, so it will be u squared, then sine t multiplied by dt is now what? Minus du all over sine t. This will cancel out this, so we now have what? Integral running from 0 to pi all over 2 over minus u squared du. Yes, we're going to have that now. So we can bring our minus out and say u squared du pi all over 2, 0. So by the time we integrate this, we have what? U cube all over 3. Then the limit is what? 0 to pi all over 2. And now, don't forget, we have to convert this u to equivalence of t. So we now have, since u is equal to cos t, therefore, u here, obviously, since u is equal to cos t, let's change this. Let's change this variable now. So u will now be equal to cos, when t is pi all over 2, pi all over 2. And cos pi all over 2 is 180 over 2, that's cos 90, that's 0. So u will be equal to 0, u will be equal to 0. For the other one, when u is equal to cos t, that is our t here is 0, and cos 0 is 1, so that will be u equals to 1. So we have converted from t now to u because we are getting a new variable. So it has to be converted in line with the new variable that we are getting. Okay, now let's now put those values there. Let's put those values there. So that implies what? That implies we have converted now to so we have what? We have, when it is u, that is we now have u cube all over 3. Yes, pi over 2 gave us 0, and this other one gave us 1. I think that is what we obtained there. Beautiful. All right. So don't forget, this will be minus, because the minus there, this will be minus. Yes. So we have minus of this. So which implies that when u is now 0, or you can put minus out, and let's do it this way. Minus 0 is power 3 all over 3, then minus, when it is 1 over, I hope you understand what I did there. Minus is already there from here. So u cube over 3, our u, the first limit here, when we use pi over 2, we go to 0. That's why it is up here. When we use 0 as our t, we go to 1. That's why it is put here. So which is going to be equal to minus, when it is 0 cube all over 3, minus when it is 1 cube all over 3. So obviously here, this is the whole of this is 0 minus that's minus times minus is plus. So everything here is 1 over 3. Okay. Now, since a is equal to pi all over 4, I think, is that what we got for a? A is equal to pi, beautiful, yes. And b is equal to minus 1 over 3. Therefore, a plus b will be equal to pi all over 4 plus 1 over 3 units, as the case might be. So with this, we have come to the end of the solution to this problem. Do well to click on the notification bell so that each time I upload new video, you'll be duly notified. Thank you.